Chag Sukkot Sameach, friends, and welcome to the third night of our Sukkah segments. And tonight, we're going to be talking about Yaakov. We're going to be talking about Jacob's story. It's one of movement. From the very beginning, he is traveling, leaving home under pressure, meeting God at Bethel, working long years in Haran, and returning again to the land of promise. His life shows us that God's covenant is not bound to a single place. His presence meets us wherever we journey. Along the way, Jacob built a family that would become Israel. Through struggle, blessing, and even conflict, the 12 tribes were born. Out of an imperfect household came the foundation of a nation. In Messiah Yeshua, we see the same truth. God gathers people from every background into one household of faith. Jacob was also a man who built altars. At Bethel, he vowed that if God would keep him, he would give his life back in worship. Later, at Shechem and beyond, he marked the places where God had shown himself faithful. In Messiah, those stones point forward to us. We are called living stones, built into a spiritual house where his presence dwells. So as we welcome Jacob into our Sukkah, we remember that faith is a pilgrimage. It is walking with God through every season, building memorials of his faithfulness, and trusting that even our imperfect families can be vessels of his covenant. In Messiah, that journey continues, and our homes become places where his promises take root for generations. So again, tonight, I want to ask a few questions, a few discussion questions. Jacob experienced God's presence while traveling far from his house. How does his story encourage us to trust that God is with us in every stage of life's journey? Jacob's family was far from perfect, yet God used it to form the 12 tribes of Israel. How does this shape the way we think about God working through our own families, our own weaknesses, and our own struggles? And finally, Jacob marked the places where God showed himself faithful by building altars. What are some ways we can build altars of remembrance in our own lives today so that we do not forget his goodness? Friend, it's important that we always remember God's goodness in our life. Thank you for joining me for tonight's Sukkah segment. Chag Sukkot Sameach. May you have a blessed week and Litraot.